Once again, yes, I try to say, so because it's an election year, no, we are going to talk more about politics. We're going to talk more about politics because we really want to know what is going on, and we also want to know what the candidates can offer a change in our country. And that area, so I'm still me online so with Wafayao, combatant Wafayao, NDC rep in New York there, and one the Big Apple. It doesn't exist. New York is New York. Yeah, we are here in New York, and I have the honor to host Miankasa Wafayao. Recently, we've talked so much about issues going on, but now, no, we're just going straight to the point. Say, NPP-4 and their presidential candidate, Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, he wants to debate former President Mahama, and it's been going back and forth. Someone from the NDC camp, I want him to tell me, or to tell the world, or to tell Ghanaians why they feel say it's not like a good thing, it's not credible for them to have a debate. Inti me ko ahumano so na mene Wafayao atwetwe nkomo na Wafayao achema den. Wafayao. Na pom ti say. Oh nyame adom me ho ye pa na mpacho na so e. Bibia e boko ye de nyame ase. Yeah. And to all online, so send a question I me post to you know, I say NPP-4 epe debate and President Mahama on country in far home. Don't you think say having a debate, you know, will be to the merit, will be to the advantage to the NDC than to the NPP? Because when you look at the situation in Ghana now, talking about the economy and everything, the fundamentals and everything, don't you think it will be it will be beneficial to the NDC so that they can take this debate on? Give me your full take on this issue.
Okay, thank you very much. Na masachia ya tifu nyina wonwiase afana nyina mo mutie ye followers nyina mechia obia ena mechia the incoming president John Dramani Mahama and Professor Jenana Opoku Ajiman 7 December ye Ghana for kwakoto abayi omo no ma ba beji afisa nkwa asuma ayewumi kwadana ne abebese ne amane Akufo-Addo ni Bawumia by the Abigu Omosua, and then Ghana phone to me 3 times a day. I will do 100. Mahama is the only hope for the youth, the only hope for our country, and the only person. Abe rescue the country for us. The country is completely in disarray. The country is in darkness, and the country, things are falling apart, and the center cannot hold. We need President Mahama, a nation builder, to come and reset the country for us. Someone will be said, they will be said. Now, Kakabe Timia from one is a sad debate as a mere okay, Matisanet Renisa and Bawumia calling for debate. But if I'm with him, debate now, I'll call it for no. Onuba Umiana ne kachre ma yehu say we debate with what we call science and data. Also,
yeah, me too.
What we call science and data. And you know, it means before you go into debate, you know, you should have some indicators. We are all going to look at some indicators. And then the parameters now the measure. So what you say? And we say there in a way. And every government be also bad government we measure you with those parameters, those indicators. Ni Timia who say, Opa, I want more and answer one more money. But also what
yeah.
And those the indicators are there. And you know, Yeko Yechi Akofa from 2016, but yeah, President Mahama, Efi Abemudima, Akufo-Addo Nina, Baumia, or presidential candidate here. Indicators are there. One, fi Mahama Efi Abemuno. Now, your debt to GDP, now you're 56%. What is it? And no, Baumia, Jina, so. Eddie Thatcher Mahama said Mahama is incompetent because he debt to GDP I could do 56%. Even in their manifesto, they stated it in paragraph 34 or paragraph 46 said they were going to reduce, they will work because of the bio-economies and also bio-economies they will be able to work and make sure that the economy, they will bring the debt to GDP now. Mahama dia kosi 56% now, and the enyama or minor titi apansam to them, to 46%. By the time they finish their 4 years.
O voice in the cost of Kakrama, why?
You, Mpajo, Otiminka.
Aha, Mitunka, yeah.
And they were going to use all their knowledge that they have in economics, especially Baumia. Onuna Akufo-Addo didn't buy and say, yes, economics in Ghana, be an economics that. And be economics or Ghana, NDC, now you economics that. But we have an economics. Into the way I handle economy, you knew PR. Baumiano or Kasa, Sana and Kasa. Because he's the repository of all knowledge. If you can go through all his lectures and everything that he has said in the country, it's like even our tertiary institutions now, the universities, lecturers, economics chamber, and that is how the NPP sold him. That is how Akufo-Addo sold him. That is how the political NPP political party sold him to us. It is when you see Baumia, you have seen economy from A to Z. When you see Baumia, you have seen everything that will make economy of a country so good like heaven. And that was Baumia. You understand?
Yeah.
So they were going to reduce the 56% debt to GDP now. Mahama running now almost incompetent about 46. By the time we made 4 years. Today, as I speak, 104. I'm moving from 56% to 104. That is also the Papa one. It has even doubled. We have ballooned the thing, balloon it, have spoiled the thing. Debt to GDP, no. Now, you have total debt stock. Total debt stock, 120 billion. 120 indicators in America when they did debate. And to blame by the time I made you said there is no need for Mahama to even mind him. Or Bakura Mikura won't even debate me and I work on Mahama. And total debt for the country near 120 billion. And 120 in Mahama deal. 120 no Mahama deal will miss about 110. With the money he had in hand, borrow money he borrowed about 60 billion. The money, taxes and everything he collected amounted to 110 billion. And now, Kufuor time, Rollins time, Kufuor time, living. Now, debt is about 9 point something to 10 billion. It will become 120.
120,
Yes. And no Nasasika when Mahama did yes, that mighty project see 200 secondary schools, Terminal 3, the regional hospitals, tip compounds, roads, cocoa roads, providing a Nieman Jinara as a Uko village Bia in Ghana, every village, every hamlet, every cottage in Ghana, your Nieman Miensa, your village, cottage and hamlet. Village near Cassia, cottage near to say, Ubekwa, who say, a dime bay, a ruby, nancophobia, etiho. Hamlet, no be Obeko, dime, you and Sabination. Who was idea about treating women, I'll be Mahama project to be war. I'll bet me a fee, and do Saka attaching from the total 110 billion. Them not 3 war, who rose market, Kotokraba market, KJTR market, in Yamawaya, Kumasi airport. Takuradi expansion port, my expansion port, name them. Atuabu gas, Asogli plant, Ameri, Ninaka, Emagana, light engine and nice with the 110. And then we share debt to know, Baumia the 120 to 760.2 billion. Look at the difference. Nini also so no or the toilet in the poly tank the better also the wire no. Obi the 110 abam near Mama Bubo in so one project about
Yeah.
Atuabu gas alone is giving us 300 million every year. Saying Kenya Mahama sees Atuabu gas and every year the 300 million dollars in extra gas free Nigeria near the Abe Power plant. But Mahama as a visionary leader was able to establish Atuabu gas, and Atuabu gas alone is giving us $300 million. That also Jawanya there. It is no Atuabu gas no crampo no my sika bebria in the future krano e beba bebuye so and on there was a son and crop for usu bempa also that no didi Mahama te ho no didi o Mahama na man ejuma so so beba betra TV so no didi Mahama te like the way abroad here no so I say and to dedicate also ja e biro no. Now let me come to inflation inflation na no mo dey ka 70 Mahama bono na Mahama if you have inflation is 17%.
Yes, 17%.
Omo so omo TB da ye ko Mahama mbo mo dey tin omo to no incompetent no. After their watch inflation go 54 about 53 and then I'm 25 me be out 25 and then 17 the end there. So what they say?
Yeah.
80 no senka. Omo ba ye kura na inflation that's it 17 kura we have to hold them accountable me wa.
Yeah.
Because we can't say Mahama on homebody. It is a 17 no kura will hold you because we na mo be my inflation na ba be 10 me wa na.
Yeah.
Omo ba ye so in 17 ho equal 50, 54, 53 and about 25. And you already know that you know you cannot compare yourself. You are still the worst. Yemba exchange rate. But me catch say when your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will do what?
Yeah. Will expose you. Yeah.
It is Mahama time now the fundamentals are weak.
Yeah.
It is assumed say as soon as Baumia no be power, no the fundamentals will be strong.
Yeah.
As soon as they will come because we don't know economics in our way. Yes, we economics that. And if the war would need economics in our back, then the exchange rate is 16 to $1. $1 to 16 What debate are you calling again?
I think even black market will be more than that.
It's more than that. Thank you. What do you mean for my black market in Krama fan channel? Mahama time in a 3.9. If we are being 3.9.
And what the emphasis is 4. Your emphasis is 4.
What do you have 4? You who say Mahama they know to a incompetent when you were born and then who the other times 4 16 to $1. Who are you? Are you getting it? Young interest rate. The Mahama tell 25% near there, and then I'm 35 to 40 interest rate. Ne papa mua. Are you getting it? Mahama before Ofi Abemuno. Now Mahama you use one oil field and I need the Mahama did develop your mining in one oil field. Before Mahama if you Abemuno no anya was fighting your 2 oil field. Sankofating El Jubilee. Ediaba, yeah, time under Mahama no. Mutie ni you at for mutie ni ni harvest about 100,000 barrels a day in oil field no. Mahama nya 2 no beka no. We go for we starting here almost starting harvesting now we are harvesting about 200,000 barrels a day. What does that tell you? It tells you the revenue are double me wada.
That's correct.
And the revenue oil see cannot be double. Mahama time just half. And so oil after the oil have double or they still went to borrow. And that time no Moka saying when we come to government we will not borrow. We will only tax. What is about Miaka is it is a lazy man's approach to go and borrow.
Yeah.
Mahama no or a lazy until no borrow. And now Mahama Kurano. Or the one oil for penny yet, my one young man, no other come and 3. And today I harvested 200,000 barrels a day. What else? Revenue are double.
Yeah.
And there is no need for them to even borrow. But look at how they have ballooned the debt from 120 to where?
760. So when you diminish it, which means this administration is almost about 640 billion.
640 billion. Can you imagine this? If you ask them what they have used that money for, it is what? Poly tank and what? Toilet.
Building of toilets, yeah.
Yeah, be kwa bublos, yeah, be see toilet, amamu, mujari vi amubene, muni amube jari, no de 660 billion, or the see toilet ne poly tank.
Yeah, 640 billion.
Yes. Or the Lord, and not about me and Akufado dia. Is it not? Can you imagine this? Are you getting it? If you're looking at all these figures, in Kamahama war yet to Abanama Mahama in 2016, in Kamahama borrow in Comborobio because oil from you know Bekamono, in Kamahama Uncle Bobusia Diadan, Kobe Yusus oil for them, and the Aye Jumana Madin, Sanwe Jumana triple, a double, a triple, a quadruple. Today, as I speak,
I just want you to keep, I want you to keep flowing, but what I'm trying to ask you is, regardless, not during the time of President Mama, no, we're having one oil field which was providing producing almost about 100,000 barrels a day, no. Still, no, those times we're still borrowing money. Engineering, I think that the borrowing has been part of us. Don't you think that?
No, we were borrowing because that time, now say oil no enough. And I make say you two back on Kamahama on Borobio. So Bahama they winning election and go on Borobio. What you say? You would have relied on the two oil force now when you Sanko Fante Jubilee or the Abekama na yetre. Kamahama I don't know the bay Juma I develop your mind America Ghana yet is America. What you say? And can we borrow we know borrowing in ano and when ya can for that don't forget for that I was borrowing because Obora ne data bank in young profit. So
yeah.
You cannot say when ya borrow because on no again you be young from the taxpayer. What you say?
Yeah.
And you don't borrow in baby no boy na make say mama na was 2016 yes or mo dia trobuno so Ghana for to tia no Juma pa no wodi nyina Ghana for so mamu through akufado ni baumia trono mo di guno so na and mama we ni ya and come have debt we nyina nke ni ho because Mahama will not borrow Rakasri or borrow Krana. Say Mahama in Yasika we have in Ghana to America to say New York and never be a
and it's assumed, yes.
I'm telling you, now the person look at 110 near more the year, and I open half of the money, half of what these people have borrowed. Have you seen it? Don't forget that COVID came and they had 33 billion from COVID. Oh my JD. You can imagine Mahama getting 33 billion from COVID. And Yamanka Japadi or the Bayane and Jumo be Piamaye. So what do you say? But the body when we say and the Yachama constituency organizers in here, they say when you know they tape, you know, 100,000, 50,000 made. And today, also, in some American, when you look at the indicators around the everything is negative. Today, as I speak, in 2016, I say, importers are suffering, trainees are suffering, teachers, what do we call it? BR suffer, including the business. Today, that time, Ukoport are weighing 100,000, and then both charges are double, triple, quadruple. And near money in 100,000 Ghana in 2016, and then 400,000 report.
Yeah, I think that before there was like before there was a subsidy, and I say there was a discount given, say, with the car Ghana now we are. But I think that one has been taken.
It has been taken. America chose duty and those things now double, triple, and quadrupled. And you go for to be in here. My name was what you know. What you say? And that time, I say Mahama ni 3 more day na 1 month go for class. What is asemono? I'm about to kind for ni na 20ano. Satan no you container 40 feet over to 100,000. No bet to 400,000 for a 40 feet container. So what they are saying? And you know all these indicators. You know, mama unemployment they 8.4 under Mahama. Akufado neighbor Umia Bombody and Nanti Ghana Yina say for me unemployment graduate against Mahama. Say Mahama Namana unemployed graduate about Ghana. Akufado Niba Umia and Nantia for me association called that. Unemployed, graduate unemployment. Mahama Nedi buy. That time, unemployment 8.4.
8.4, yeah.
14.7. Also, why I say or mine? When has unemployment increased? Is it not under this government? 8.4 and 14.7. Are you getting it? If you look at the indicators, now made him our head teacher of mining, we did no dear no bonk. My beginning in our quite. Have you seen it? It think that indicators now. You prefer Mahama indicators now. Musi no. Na muna muni yes munyansa nyinashe mukenu for that 10 years. And na ukai ba umia be nemu a solid economic management team. Alaji ba umia, alajire manti, ofuriata, yini what a solid economic management. And also bisa say, why no mune nimu NPP, NDC for economic management. Obi beti ba NDC economic management team back. Some guys will be saying,
yeah.
But let me tell you today, if you take the work Setepe did, Setepe at to forcing, and equity, what they did at the finance ministry,
Yeah.
that is the economy. They were managing the economy.
Yeah.
They did 10 times better than what we are seeing today under this Openuforiata, who has run the country down under the watch of the economic management in Baumia. So can say when the new NDC management economic team we need the oil. No, was 3. So what I say?
Yeah.
At the end, I question some was 3 NDC because the NDC for a new BIA, a new one look at PhD in economics. PhD in economics now be done and I do one. He is the worst ever, the useless ever vice president we have ever seen in the history of Ghana. Vice president, be useless like him. Because Mahama, vice president, that head of economy, in a single digit of inflation, Mahama maintaining for about 36 months under him. That President Mahama, President Atamils, President, Mahama, vice. Mahama, economic management team, the head of it, When I also get economics, PhD. And I won't want to waste economy. I could afford to one my economics. Uko communicate via data Baumia, no number, no Malata, Joma, market. And then I'm throwing him a challenge. You should go to Malata and do that shopping over there. Come traders, bono into Kobio. So I just
say, in fact, violence, we don't use violence in politics also as well.
But you should go there and do this normal shopping again. That's what I'm trying to say. What they are saying.
But also,
you will see what you will see what the traders will tell her. That is what I want you to understand. What they are saying. What the uncle or nephew. Now that time maybe. Sometimes tomatoes are yet on the 10 or 5 days. They won't call them. Tomatoes now yet on the 10 CD and then 50 CD. So you should go and tell them, say the economy is not their banner. Are you getting it? If you look at all the indicators here, also, debate then I say Mahama and Uncle Gina also could debate. And Uncle Gina platform, no can say facility, no mame, facility, no mame. I don't know about Gina platform, because these are the near Mama boss who any teacher of mine. It is a indicators in Yan, not just a woman more, but the one bone. It is a indicators here, maybe I'm moving now. Why not Kodachi? It's Mahama, the end of the
what? Yeah, you can.
Maybe it don't make sense. What will indicators in would you compare about
because how can you be? I feel say I need to chip in, then you can flow.
Yes, I'm listening.
I mean, one will flow, and there's there's no doubt about that. But maybe the veteran say, overall, I think that you are highly, educated. I mean, what could school be brave? And even international school away exams is because Nyoma Wishiana officer wouldn't they want to test you on. So for me, in my own critical analysis, say nimpa na or no so debate so no failure. I think say it would have been better for you to go on stage with him and be able to point out a fault, because even in the US, when you say the friend saying Kamala Harris, she went to Fox News. Emma Okoye interview her. And Obianim said that was like, unfriendly territory. But she went there because she wanted most people who are undecided, like the independent people, for them to know her vision. And at the same time, even for some of the Republicans also to know, like, what is invested in her. The qualities that she possesses. Into me, what I'm here and I'm trying to throw a challenge to you and say, don't you think, say, on critical analysis, it would have been better for you to go and point out how the structures has been destroyed and you are coming to rebuild those structures. What is your take on that, please?
Okay, thank you very much. Matu was a but in some America in Yinano, Nienti Amesu make catch us when he has a president Mahama, the Paco Jira platform, so any debate in say, look at in some Makacho Yinano, Baumiano was fairly data. So how do you go and debate with somebody who has failed? And Kabaumiana performing and why better than Mahama and offering for debate. Say Brana Yanko debate that means when Nienti America say, oh, that time we are incompetent. That was where Mahama would have owned up to come say, yes, Yanko debate. But indicators say, I'm about me and I fairly. When are you using a what bong chain? Mahama also incompetent, no, you are useless. And why do you have to go and debate somebody who has failed? What is it? Daddy K. Let me say Daddy K. Also, what
Yeah.
And in the America, in answer a public knowledge, Obia and himself, some indicators, Obia a comparison. You just oppose the government, the indicators of President Mahama when he's leaving office in 2016 to what we have today. And what we have today is the worst ever in the history of Ghana. Worst ever. And it shall never be worse than this. It is going to be forever and ever. This government will be the worst ever government totally in the history of Ghana ever. And you're worse than this. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
And you think I make a choice petrol of Gallon 14 Ghana cities under Mahama. Baumiana Kufado called throughout the country, catch the driver and said, Mahama, the team more team. And your mobile the petrol. And then petrol of Ghana, 80 Ghana cities. A gallon. And then 14 Ghana, no, you would better 1 liter pet. And so under Mahama, another 14 Ghana to 1 gallon. Mahama time no say omu catch the drivers and say Mahama the team more didn't know they were suffering. It is omu to abandon no about better swam on 14 Ghana no poor mama nensu. Even so mama this 14 Ghana no crank Ghana for drivers in demand accountability.
Yeah.
Ghana will say entity so bad 10 and 12 my neighbor. No buy so I'm 14 wow. And then I'm Ghana. It would one away and answer Mahama there. That's what I say. That is why today drivers have seen say Omo Coco Padra Mahama Chow. Obia Drivers Association leader no. Wako patch out several times on several platforms. So we didn't say Akufo-Addo Nada Forza, or we didn't say NPP Trofo Mudia Trosa, or Mupama Chow, na the 14 Ghana no Muka no Musu Musunia Deno, na a yemo, Momia Bibigu Mbotum Kochomoma. And then as I speak, drivers work for the filling station and the car owner.
Yeah.
Maybe the car amount. Now the quiet Juma, now one family says I'm dedicated also. I didn't tell me.
Oh, there be.
Do you know what the drivers do? Almost struggle when you're sales. No, I start feeling a tank, no, the coffee. If you can't be fat and coffee or Nanti or Patican or Nantico, if you test you, now the car owner need to or Nanti for bush, no, Akusu. On to be fat, trompo. Because of fact, when you even 10 Ghana or the Akoto document, and a document, and then first Ghana, the Akufo-Addo say document back on 1 CD or semi boarding. Today, document back on 5 CD. That the case, this I won't say, the Papa Muada. So what I say, and you know, the economy, everything have been read as I speak right now. Mahama time, you know, now economy, no, a bit minus. Almost saying, Mahama say economy, strong status. Fish, Moody's, and a Bloomberg, running a strong status. It means we don't have economy. And not about me, the Quaco platforms are indicating. These are the indicators. The indicators are negative against you. So what are you calling the debate for? Needless debate. Because you have failed, you are useless. Because you said you almost see tongue, a catcher, and one of your economic messiah. You almost say, oh, yeah, empty, completely empty.
Yeah.
Economic
guru.
Two and poor. And what you are born on the year, but if you come to North and he comes no near to Mahama, I think Mahama can say, oh no, debate the Unia because he knows his level. Baumia is not his level at all. Mahama was 100 and Baumia was 20. So how can somebody who lies at the 20 go and debate somebody who is at 100? What do you say? And you know, look at it. Today, everybody is Ghana. The time nothing Ghanaians are suffering. Today, they are dying. Every importers are dying. Teachers are dying. Nurses are dying. Traders are dying. Everybody, artisans are dying. Everybody is dying in the country except those in government who are enjoying. So what do you say? And maybe so also say ube suffer and ube die. You prefer to suffer than to die, maybe. And you know, Mahama now so people are suffering. If you are suffering, it's better than you dying. It means who died there, your situation, and you cry, maybe. I used to say, hospital be a diagnosis of having acute or a chronic disease. Mahama time, you do hospital, I diagnosis of acute disease. Acute, you know, say, you better you are there on better. Now, we know the Akufa don't move yari and the chronic one. And say, I eat BP, I eat one, I think Ghana for. And no one share do go. So what they say, and this all back on hospital and Mahama near diagnose you now. Yama say we are acute. I will back up for paracetamol bima wato. Now you would who are good for the neighbor we are buying. Now you do back on hospital near to when your BP. Yes, when you first stroke. I over there one yamia more sorry. You prefer going to get an acute illness. And then Ghana for so much Mahama did it. And Mahama no person be president of you. Ghanaians have seen saying someone can for Ikafan in Naya Tro. Now Mahama no chichiro minor Magana be the America, Japan, Europe, China, and the other. And no year no mutia kufuado ni baumi atrono and no mutia and the Ghana force nesu Mahama baby obedrubia yedin to master forms or mefaso. What you say? Because he had panic. Captain Smart and Pacho, Wapacho, Kumchacha, Wampacho, Wapacho, Omunina, this after all the so I can't say, some more canny and oppression, Omunina say at top. And what is Baumia calling to stand on the stage? And now, because Mufa City, Alomamio, Mufa City, I don't know debate to know. And this thing I make a said there is no need for Mahama to go so low. This man says he's going to open debate. Debate.
Okay, thank you.
Because in some the same thing I made debate face, and I could debate about the economy. I indicators my indicators here, my so we are zero. Maybe economy is that, but it is negative against you. So maybe we
into my intro next question. Let me throw the next question. I think that you are saying is loud and clear. Maybe say, back in the days when former President John Mahama was the president, we're talking about the inflation was almost about it was 17%, and now the inflation moved to like 54, and it drops back to 25%. It dropped back to 25%. Maybe so 2 questions at a time. Now we take your time. Now you do your analysis on that. First place, what causes inflation? Because as we are talking, I said Ghana, we don't produce. Ghana, we don't export. We mostly import. That's one thing. And most of our mineral resources, the percentage that comes to Ghana as a country, is just scanty. It's just little. And say, what is the growth? The economy can also grow. Say, into one, you are manufacturing, you are exporting, you are not importing more, and by so doing, you get the foreign currency. Number 2, people also have job. So thinking about 8 years ago, when former President John Mahama was the president, and when Akufo-Addo took over, you could see there has been that shift, from 17% to now 25%. Also, Napo was saying, former President John Mahama coming back, the intention is, or the main idea, the purpose, the aim is to cancel the nurses alawa, which I feel is a propaganda. But you being part of the NDC, is it really a propaganda, or is it something truthful? Say, when President Mahama came out, he has the intention of canceling certain allowances that they were given to them, not even talking about the e-levy, he just wanted power. Once he get power, he's not going to do anything about it. So if you can combine the inflation and also the propaganda issue that is going on, now let me see your take on that.
Okay, thank you very much. Like inflation in Yamana, I can say the Okaya. When we say most of the time, like I told you yesterday from some part of my decision, we should be able to produce more than we import. We should be able to, and a normal decision, we should be able to export more than we import. What they are saying.
That's correct.
But we are not doing that now.
Yeah.
As a country, and this it goes around all the African countries. Anything this our policy, I say. We're changing the polytechnics into technical universities so that we'll be able to produce those people now who technical know how to set up their own businesses and stuff. What they are saying. But before that, I told you, I said last week, you may catch it, will say inflation is the currency depreciating and inflation called very high. There are certain goods we should be able to produce them than we import them too much.
Yeah.
One, sugar. Sugar alone, you had $300 million next sugar bagana. Why? You see sugar factory, my sugar factory, the other politics are closing it down. When we say, my Jane say, and say, my Gria, I should have food, or produce I should have food, and send our basic factory.
Oh, no, I think that, it can't work that way.
Son or Moka, what is it? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ye sugar, ye produce, who change it, see the $300 million they are coffee sugar. Who stay currency no be stable. That also
Debbie.
Will never be stable. It will see the number keep higher. Then I depreciate.
It will depreciate. Yeah.
That will never be will be strong.
Yeah.
Mahama si back one mouth. And come by and no dear no here. Do manama say CBA can. If we are able to produce about half of the $300 million now, the crash sugar no prana. See the no cost. What do you say? Then you look at rice. Rice the same thing. And poultry. Poultry is about $200 to $300 million. And yet see this and a crab poultry back in the year. Who was a size dollars, $300 million, they are cover poultry, Kuko Funiaba. I will be expanded now, yet producing greater part of let's produce about 70% of that. How do you think the city will be? A very strong. Rice, the same thing. Anything that America say 24-hour economy. So what they say? Yeah, the bar, a sector where the agro processing in America under the 24-hour economy. You better near producing rice more. You better producing kukukono can almost say or more they say Mahama so they are producing they are laughing. Something a good policy they are laughing at it. And yes, I know we shall go into large scale of what? Commercial poultry.
Poultry. Yeah.
They are cutting the importation of the akuko food from America, no? And you for business or more Ghana. And you are doing buying Emboa. What they are saying, Japan, imported the Banomu ton, the young Musika. We have to make sure that you are producing near the Aye Juma and creative jobs. What they are saying. As I'm a revenue number, now my city not as strong. What they are saying. In the 24-hour economy now, Mahama de Bana, and then the Bemas are way in Ababa Bayadi. You see the noon Benya one day, your revenue bedobo, the Biada Kama. What they are saying. But these people are not looking at this area, and the inflation back on high, but also what they mention last year.
Yeah, me too.
They have, or no, also, we have some economies in Unimasama because we move. And so maybe in economy that material transfer who says, I do, we say, and the Bay say, we say, I saw America and Tozuma.
Yeah.
$300 million and crash sugar bagana for a year. And the $300 million Accra Kuko Funaba for a year. And the about $250 million Accra rice about our assassin will be a very rice who be expanded. Poultry no be mankola who be Sikabema youth no man establish poultry omo can say Mahama so be mankola actually anya and Kuko and Kete Oko social media be with their laughing. They are no more mystery. America has not on for 9 years to my year. What you say? And yet, Jumaya na poultry no, you are cutting down the importation. Now you rice no, so you are cutting down. Now you produce rice no, a big baggage, a big yes, and yes, I know America. 24 hours every day, back of baggage rice, and you bet you can cook on, a big back of farm cook on every farm, and then full-time job. And this is going to give them full employment. I do my aim good that. Is it not better than NAPCO? NAPCO, Marco, 6 months, 1 year better fee. Support you will be here forever. I'm not that who me here was establishing na kuko factory na everyone be see there.
Yeah.
O make it and then to me nyansa way from buo mine. And this is what will help us make the economy grow. it will help us to be able to get enough money to be able to pay. Debt to suspending.
Yeah.
Mahama, 5 indicators to be ground account. Mahama time near the 10 billion and a 3 yenka. SRVC debt and only 50 billion account Madobabuoti. How can maybe someone say more? How can total revenue how can you take 50 billion? Somebody could be out. That's the car in out the year health insurance. What was a group of Binam Koran school fee? So what I say. And then as I speak, Adam Mahamano, Nani Papa could be a Canada down, Nani Papa could be a deca 4,000 Ghana cities. And then Akufa Donipa will be a deca 24,000 Ghana cities. Nipa could be also Yaudika 24, Medica 24. Ghana population in be a deca 24,000 cities. And then about Miani Akufa do the Ababa too. And Mahama time 4,000 if Papa could declare 4,000 almost bida anything in to Mahama fears. Muma by 24 ne 4,000 the end in a year also jam, but you man on 12.
Oh yes, yeah.
4,000 almost a new. And did I say Mahama incompetent and no more by can be at the cat 24,000 Ghana cities. Ghana Libya and Yawu, yeah, who are going to do Ghana the cat 24,000. I move on to the Pioneer and this I can't. Have you seen the whole thing now? And you people are calling for a debate. This is what is going to debate. Stand on the stage to debate, to tell who. Or you see, Ghana for a Nimuyan side and Nimushe. And I'll come with United to facility and Mamma. Or none here also a media encounter a piece and say, oh, 11 or see the Venus or Yenin now, Baba, then a episode. What would be that? What was the governors? The governors do a answer that. What would be that? He speaks as if somebody who is even in class 1 or class 2. Answer on my and Obeka will be all class 2. And so I'm also near economics. We ask about economics, you can't see the picture now. So how can Mama go and stand and say he's debating such a person? Are you getting it? It's inflation last seminar make a on sanity and 24-hour economy, no. And then this a bit boosty, and my revenue not double, now inflation not perform because ain't crack, factory 100 million crack, youth, no, I'm a youth now, Juma, I produce pottery, no, pottery will be a dedicated, and also, 6 months now, go on you now, now, Sakofa, or day old Saba. Maybe me was school party, I will go into that. I will go into that production.
And me uncle to see
how to produce and cook
me uncle.
How much I was school?
Let's build our own business.
Me SS teacher today. A very good agri teacher. I try how to make broader starter mash, broad lesson here. And send me go training college. You see, agri teacher. No, one of the best in the whole region. I said the whole Ghana pool. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And you know, me and myself, it is something a business I want to do. It's my idea no the banner. Young producing yen toma, shake as you call Ghana spread over there, yet crafty, abrochiro. And the abrochiro for Yasikani Ghana yebre. What is here? Yet is a castle so a comedy as some no kind of sanity, but on all the kind of different contests. What is here? Yet is a castle so a comedy. Now yet me producing pottery, I best swap pottery $300 million about Ghana. Why cutting it down? By doing so, you are creating jobs for your people, you are getting enough money, and you'll be doing a lot of things for your country. So what I say, 24-hour economy, the bit mama starting at you for the car, Wabebogua, council and about to mama best at your mano through the 24-hour economy.
Yo.
Because
yeah. I think that.
Now make us send the account. Who can debate now or cano? Who can I said before no 20 or 170 questions my Mr. Ata's answer.
Yeah.
And Mr. Ata and Timmy answer. Let's take it say. Let's assume and take it say. Now the 170 questions were the panacea to our multiple economic problems right there. What do I say? And then Mr. Ata Nimuti when Timmy answer. But we are babemu. I then all answer on one questions no find economy ni better my. So what I say, because our country says Mr. Ata to me answer the questions now. You need problem beyond in the economy. Now what by Yamia I don't Ghana for Mr. Ata they want to be answer with Yamin funny currency where we call. And I will be an NDC Muso to me answer a question. Now what questions would to me answer? And I didn't know what to me answer a question as I say a situation here worse than that of 2016. So what I say, is like a teacher who set questions for his student and so he himself cannot answer his own questions. So what I say, if he has any debate to do, he should go back and answer those 170 questions, which is the panacea. He told us that those questions were the panacea to our multiple economic problems. At that time, no net debt to GDP is 56%, and then 104.
Yeah, 104 now.
Exchange rate, 3.9,
and now it's 16. Yeah.
And the questions are set here for so be so. And you were inflation 17 and then 24 or 54 for you. Or say Miss Ata answer some questions in inflation is better from exchange rate better from debt to GDP better from. Many questions Waba, the questions are answers to inflation akosoro, BBA akosoro. And what debate is equally for? He has said questions that he has no clue to answer.
Yo, what I mean, that's your deep presentation and your deep knowledge about Ghanaian politics. And I think I will also chip in to say Mr. Other questions are Dr. Baumia said no. Yes, owned me answer, but he doesn't really feel say. Okay. Now I get a point. I thought say. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Yo, so let me go on my question. I got it. So I got it. Let me go on my next question. But let's be neutral here. And I mean, we always talk about NDC, NPP. Let's really, take a step back and think deep into this. Don't you think, all politicians, both NDC, NPP, independent candidate, don't you think that their main or their prime purpose is just to come and amass wealth for themselves, for their family, and for their friends, so become more like family and friends? That's number one. Number two, also, when Dr. Mahmoud Bamia is saying, or your mates, and don't you think that being the president, you have the opportunity to make greater decisions? Though you have your council members who advise you, but at the end of the day, to press the final, button, it comes from the president. So though you are the vice president, but you don't have that much power. And if you feel you want to do so much, it will feel you are being arrogant or you are being like too known, especially when it comes to our Ghanaian culture. When you are trying to challenge your superior, and when you read the 48 laws of, I don't know if you've read that book, it also tells you don't try to outwit your boss or your superior. What is your take on this too? Politicians, once they come into power or they get position, their brain cells go dead. So it's like the promises that they give, it doesn't work. And everybody they give the same promises, but once they are in government, they forget about all the promises that they give. The same thing that Akufo-Addo say, 4 more for now, 4 more for now. And now, this is a president that we have even when there's an incident in Ghana, he don't want even to talk about it. But we know we are in New York here. We know anything that happens, especially in New York, the police commissioner comes out, come and say something about it. The president will come and say, at least just to calm people down, for them to know, listen, I'm the president. Look, I'm the mayor, I'm the governor, I got you. I'm the priest, commissioner, I got you. We are putting things in place. What is your take on that?
Okay, thank you very much. Let's try to feed the first one. Some politicians are like come and then think about amassing wealth. Let me make it clear here. Being in politics doesn't mean it's not for amassing wealth. Politics for you to come into government and implement policies
But is that what is happening?
In Africa, that is, we don't see that much in Africa.
Thank you.
And especially, especially in our country like this, I may say the NDC and the NPP, they are the two political parties ruling. But we share NDC, yes, NPP, because some government we are paying. and you come by some Babesisa or Minisika, that's all. They didn't come for development. But why am I saying this? Because who compare Mahama time? Mahama government and almost see any na. Corruption wasn't like this, This government achievement of stealing, looting from the public purse, and breeding of corruption. This is the three achievements of this government. Mahama time I saw photo and I branded and Sape. Now this government you see a kaya 125 corruption what you say? Kufuor NPP. This is not the first NPP government. Kufuor by under Kufuor's government. Kufuor yadie. I'm not saying there wasn't any corruption in there was corruption in Kufuor's government, but it's not like this. I'm not saying that. And he did something I bet media can't Kufuor APP. It is corruption in there was Ghana 15 in as for it's Ghana but at least we can see that you cannot compare that of Kufuor's government to this. This one day every day he has one day one scandal. And as he comes to yes, he can't because he kaka boom. It made the 58 million T the whole capital city. And as he can be pretty look at the money.
That's a cathedral.
The cathedral excavated 500 million Tabaina, Tuaira, Abobo yet to be called Burkina, a bit to be called Jamaica, then Namuba. You see, look at the scandals. We have never seen it before. So what I say, the politicians, they are into government to serve the people. We are politicians, you are to government. Mahama like this an exemplary leader. Mahama Tania so or a Kromfo, Sabana Kufa do friend, and nay the Mahama Kufa do Tua, one ever can so a Kromfo. Akufado was saying Mahama was a thief. Mahama is corrupt or you corrupt. And the project be a Mahama be a Kufa do Beba with Girano at Trenesa, Mahama or inflated figure. You can calculate this one be Bieno. Would you project no crowd you? What comes in Canada? What do you know? No video pass here. How can you say that these politicians are the same? Are they the same? There is vast difference between the NDC and the NPP. The NPP is for the nation, is for nation building and the welfare of the people. Why the NPP is to come and amass wealth. And that is what we have seen under this government. And all politicians are not the same. In Africa, they go to amass wealth. I know. Let me generalize it in Africa. African politicians, but still, there are still good ones. And in Ghana, the good ones or the good party is the NDC, of which I belong to. My boss, President Mahama. And I'm not saying Mahama time there wasn't corruption, but a little. But can you compare to this? Can you compare to this? This is that they have stolen everything and broken down the economy. Outside because the people have chopped all the money. Did you see that in Mahama's government? I look around yes, when you're incompetent. Then to GDP was 56. Yet me to school feeding. Yet me ma and then to economy now could do 105. Percentage is saying also 100%.
Yeah,
economy now go atra 104, atra 100%. That tells you that you are broke, Gaza. Uni capre, ubi one from Manabeba. Omoba so then on me, Mahama, and say, oh, Mahama, the taxes be paid. Napaumia go to radio and the bank record started, and the sparkle rattle, and as Mahama, the taxes in Gunyamaso, Omoba the 41 taxes now be Gugana for so. I will comport, I will give you car. Mahama tax are you know, the polar tax about 11 about, the day a friend is COVID betting tax. COVID betting tax and Goladi, Manuka, Jumanu. Muba and Susu and Rose, Magunina, Bans, Magunina. Yet Muba, Abema, the Criteria, Juma, and Asumubi. Let me tell you one thing here. The central dominant or unifying ideology, about 300,000 youth lost their jobs in the Susu and banking loan. No, Susu and loans, 300,000 youth, I lose so much. Wouldn't see Kano Munya. 500, 600 near the but it was good. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Say 500, 600 no munya bi o ma kotrafi e no mo no mu frama. Dokumu so dey few one CD to 5 CD and they don't have money to buy. Almost sorry when the taxes are big good passes. Do you know the tax that was left for them to implement? Maybe on be implement as an omofia by akaso omode meet a Ghana for in and who mean frama no tiaka. That's the tax they are bringing. They will bring that one before they leave power.
Yes.
But
oh, me too. Yeah.
NPP be implementing as a mafia by me briefing tax. Omu de meet a Ghana bia o hene ano and from the media by a freeze free, no. That is the only tax they allow you to bring. Only the receive tax in Yaba, Abba Ghana for who 7 December, Muntu Omunkwana Saba with the
Yo, your final question. That okay. I mean,
in the whole African continent,
yeah, it's a problem.
Politicians, most of them are there to amass wealth for themselves. But politics is not for you to amass wealth.
Yeah.
Your ideas
yes.
you use to develop the country. If I'm going to I'm going to share my ideas that I'll use to develop my country and let the country develop like America where I live. This is what we should be doing. So
Thank you.
We can also compare ourselves to the Western world, to China, to Japan and stuff. To go in and amass well like these people amass well.
Final question. Mami, put your final question because and then we say yendi so you know I think that we are left with 5 minutes. In the 5 minutes, Mami, put you a question with amount. On trending issues, so social media, there's this guy on Twitter called, Carrie J, and they used to be friends. Recently, story on one side, I posted me say, during the time, I think that was it 2022, who said that CD to the dollar rate, a drop kakra. I think say it was 14 and it dropped to like 12. Based on allegedly, what he's saying is they were paid by Ken Oforiatta just for them to go on social media, just broadcast it for people to know that the economy is getting back on track because the CD against the dollar is gaining strength. That's number one. Number two, also the same thing about this Galamsey issue here about I learned that some people were also paid. So they were countering the protesters. The people were doing protests to tell them, say, Galamsey needs to be stopped. Then people were protesting it, they were countering it because they've been paid. And also, I think the NDC is, putting up a bill in parliament to say, they want to stop the president having the power to, issuing mining permits. What I'm saying, according to what I read, is a president that signs or issues, mining permit. Do you know anything about that?
Thank you. That's the question you have, right?
Yes.
Yes. Let me take it from the mining. You see, last, like we are saying, Akufo-Addo was saying that what is Mahama's take about mining? Because on one council the presidency better in China, and because of that, in 2020, we election in the mining areas. The fact is that under the total decision of Mahama, now license are issue for mining in 96. What does it? Now, under you issue 1,503. Why won't the Galamsey continue? What does it? Under your watch, 1,503 licenses have been issued to people to do mining. And then Galamsey, and then I show no bejai. And nothing that make us say Galamsey bejai. Let the government commit himself with his appointees. Say Galamsey be with them. And let Omuye committed say Omuye Galamsey be a Galamsey a tweaker. Because Omuye Galamsey now Omuye na kase ni ya buy phone ni momu nyina. Professor Frimpong Boati and Kagala or Chidakote Flatter House no control forest forest onim babia forest biam Gabriel Chidakuni baby mine it is a gallant of one or two muchoma no ma for phone after also no affair for Professor Frimpong but Maumunjano let them leave the person and let him continue to do it because if only of the command in the share so they are saying and all other executives
that's allegedly that's allegedly.
That is what Professor Frimpong said. Or say we see XPS, what was I for the year? Now you are calling, you are asking Mahama saying, take what is his stand on Galamsey? Your people are doing it. The bill, the Professor Frimpong today, a year about reporter bill said, some for when you are so that they will stop it. You didn't indict anybody. So why do you think it will stop? So what they are saying, you cannot fight a canker or a menace when you yourself you are deeply involved in it. What do you say?
Yeah.
Anything they enjoy, you know. So I'm here committed, so me jai in there, a bit jai, but I'm jai, but and change whether they.
Eh, or nothing.
Yes, change one out.
Eh, or nothing.
2 months to pay. Ghana for mun use monsa. Once you vote for number 8, Galamsey will be a thing of the past. Mama about be regulating. Obia ni obe. Esu na ni besa ati aye kind. Tise se ne ti o 20.
Final words.
Na ye unit tisa.
Yo.
Final words. And like I was saying, you know. Near my course, like the debate near the my church, you must see, I'm a say, you say, Mamma, state. Because I put about me on any size. Mamma, when you level, Mamma level, no one was your bra. And all the indicators are pointing negative at you. One of our Baba say, oh, mine, I will be also Baba ye. You are bringing heaven to Ghanaians. We have succeeded in bringing hell. And no more the hell now, bring Ghana for. Because you be a phone ringi, they need money. Mebuana. In 2060, at least almost free, but then Nipa, I didn't mention that Nipa pay 20 from Munina Pisca. What do you say? And that tells you the situation in the country. Did you say? And you know also they have in a brown, you have succeeded in bringing hell. So the only thing is a Ghana for most years, and you can never go. Some I can in a society, almost having a prayer, but Magana yet the Oma Magana yet, you two in a mamma, I can't make a moguma, can be a gumoso. Some pennies idea, count 7 December, and number 8 on the paper, on the ballot box. John Mahama, who the Sisu 8, a Giniano, not just say, Sanya Mawina to be na accountability about Sikabi. No maburu na ye nim de om de aye no mabebu akonta omo de sika ko gum pass ye no mabebu akonta omo ani e ton national hotels ama omo no mabeka kire ni eti omo de omo to national hotels afa omo to beach ani mu afa labadi beach ani mu afa ye abusua de omo nyina be kire ni ma de bebre 125 scandal so that they will come and account to Ghanaians why we should be treated this way. When the promise says that they were coming to protect the public faith, they have succeeded in looting everything. They have stolen everything, sold everything among themselves, and they are here to sell the human beings in the country. It is 7 December. Mamu nye mistake no. Number 8.
Number 8. Ocho.
Mahama is the only savior.
Ocho.
the nation builder. And the only savior for the youth and for our country. He's coming to reset the country for us, to rebuild the country, and then also implement the 24-hour economy, which is going to serve as a panacea to a multiple economic problem. Eka mama akufuado abegbogu nyina 24-hour economy beboy ama mama sha asietua. Eka omun tibintua ni nyina mama be sha asietua through the 24-hour economy. Ebe create jobs, ama jobs, youth na nya adwuma ye. Mumpe we amopede ebe. Ghana, ye the America, eba Ghana, ye the Japan, eba Ghana, ye the China, eba Ghana, ye the Europe, eba Ghana. If the President Mahama is going to be, like I said it, he's going to be the best setter for the other African continents to be emulating. 24-hour economy, Mahama de Beino. You started in the next 2-3 years. Nigeria for be copy for you, Senegal be copy for you, China for African countries, ni na be copy for you. Mom say, you problem in Africa, they say. Jobs, maybe, but it is only the 24-hour economy, and they reignited, rejuvenated, reinvigorated the alien economy now. And then they resuscitate it to resuscitate it too. So the 24-hour economy is coming to resuscitate, rejuvenate, reinvigorate.
Thank you.
And then the economy back on track.
Thank
and
you.
It is only one person, the nation builder and the visionary leader John Mahama, who can do this.
Thank you.
No other person than that. Until on the 7th December, number 8.
Yo, Medasi. Thank you so much. Yeah, once again, we're keeping it real. Our cherished subscribers, we just want to say a very big thank you for watching our videos. Don't forget to subscribe, share the video. We're trying to, put our ideas together. Politics is not about arguing. Politics is not about fighting. Politics is about agree to disagree by coming to a compromise, to find amicable solution. Politics is about sharing ideas. And politics does not mean whatever you are telling me the truth. And whatever I'm telling you the truth. You have to do what is called critical analysis just to come out with the correct answers. Politics is not about, trying to denigrate, trying to, disrespect one another. No, politics is about ideas. Politics is not about attacking personalities, but politics is about attacking the substance of the issues, the things that are, not helping the people. It's not helping the middle class. But this is legit showbiz. We're just trying to keep it for real. Just drop your comment. If you have any topic that you want to talk about it, you can also leave it in the comment section. Drop in the comment section. Once again, I still go by MCO Soldier with power and swag. Power and swag, commander-in-chief of the microphone. Mimfin Zagwer, into Mr. Politics in Mrasun, there were about 2 hours. Into modern, there wasn't, it would say, moral kodo, make a decision. I mean, can't show the one a quarter of a man, but one person, Genoho, natural conditions, a woman there, condition of Buana, and I definitely pay being a Hona, and an India or any feed over to my boy, the economy. Also in the US, by November 5th, it's approximately a week from now, we are also going to the poll. We're going to vote. I haven't voted yet. Yeah, I don't want to do like, posting or mailing ballot. I want to go there and have a feel of it. It's the same way. We're also praying for, Ghana. We're also praying for the US politics because, politics is, democracy is not something that is like 100%, efficient, but democracy is also the best, simply because if there's no democracy, it means as I'm sitting here, if I have a car, somebody can just come and take my car and drive it away because there's no democracy. Because who are you going to, report to? Are you going to report to the police? Are you going to send the person to court? No, because all those court systems are not, will not be working, because it will be like what is called autocracy. So democracy is very important, but the point is, it is when we bring our ideas together, then we keep working on it, we keep tweaking on it. That's what is called democracy. Let us love democracy. Let us work towards building democracy around the world, because when there's democracy around the world, there will also be peace. Don't forget, I'm keeping it for real. Once again, it's MCO Soldier, power and swag, commander-in-chief of the microphone. See you next week. I love you.